Welcome to our weekly show covering everything Campbell Hoops. I'm Evan Budrovich, back in the midst of a new semester and back in the race for the Big South standings. Campbell men's basketball gets set to host Winthrop this weekend, one of the favorites in the Big South, at a nationally televised game on the America Sports Network. The Camels coming off one of their best road wins of the season, beating Gardner-Webb by 16 points, as the Fighting Camels shot 50% from the field and ended up scoring 50 points in the first half. Chris Clemens led all players with 28. Corey Gensler added a double-digit rebounding effort as the Camels won from start to finish on the road in Boiling Springs. As for the women's squad, the presidential beards may have gone to rest, but one thing the Camels have rested their laurels on is defense. Still ranked best in the country in terms of scoring defense this season, and our own Bill Priestley explores how the Camels' defensive mentality has come into place this season.
When Campbell women's head basketball coach Ronnie Fisher met his players for the first time, he told them that they were going to be a defensive team. He just didn't tell them how good.
I don't think we really got a warning. I think it was like, as soon as we stepped on the court, we were doing lane slides, defensive drills, closeout drills. So, I think we kind of got the hint right away.
He let us know from the jump that we were going to be defensive-minded, and throughout anything, our defensive mentality was going to be first, and that's what we worked on the most in the beginning.
Well, I knew when the first workout, when we had to do defensive slides, I knew what time it was. So, pretty much he didn't have to just come out and say it. I knew we were going to have to play a complete game.
I think I encouraged him that we're going to play good defense, and defense starts with effort, and your knees have to be bent, and you have to give maximum effort. Sometimes it's the simple things, and we're going to really try to focus on that, and then having an attention span that you can focus on what my role is as a defender, and who shoots the three and who doesn't, who's helping and who's not, and how you're defending screens, and really being focused on what you're trying to do. And then I've challenged them, and they've really responded, and they've done a nice job with it.
Now the Fighting Camels are #1 in the country in total team defense, a fact that has spurred the team to go on a 7-game winning streak during the season. That kind of accolade doesn't come very easily. So how much do the Fighting Camels work on it in practice?
About the first 45 minutes, usually we do stick drill, we do zigzag drills, we do defense a lot, mostly the whole practice, and some offense in there, but a lot of defense.
Probably at least 45 minutes to an hour, at least defense. Last year, we had a defensive mentality, but it's nothing compared to what it is this year. This year, it's intense, and we're up in everybody's face. We're switching, we're talking more. It's intense.
Yeah, he really stressed, give the offense a hard time. So, and it throws off the offense and their timing. So if you make every catch hard, or you just make it hard on them, it might take them out of their game a little bit. So that's all I'm hoping to do every time I step on the floor.
So how did it feel when they found out?
Wow. I was really proud. Look! I had my phone. I screenshotted it, put it on my Twitter. Everybody look, we're #1. Haha.
I was like, what? This is pretty cool. And I told my parents, and I was really excited, and it just made us all want to go harder and just stay at that #1 spot.
Oh, I don't know. That might be one of my proudest moments. Because, just sharing it with the girls, I know a lot of us probably have not ever really worked that hard on defense. And it just shows how great of a team we are, and we just help each other. So, that's how we got to it. So hopefully we can keep it up there, stick around along the top.
It's a mark that now CU has held on for a month, but they know they'd rather hold it at the end of the year when it matters, in March.
I think it's pretty awesome, honestly, because they're like, Campbell, who's that? It don't matter, we're still #1. So I think it's pretty cool. I just want to try to hold it through the whole season, you know what I mean? Going into March, #1 will be pretty awesome. So.
We just got to stay hungry and stay focused, and always remember that our defense is what got us here in the first place, and using that's what's going to keep us here. So just never forget those fundamental skills that he's taught us.
The Fighting Camels now head down to Clinton, South Carolina, where head coach Ronnie Fisher faces his old squad for the first time. The Camels were led by Brianna Cribb against Radford. She scored a season-high 16 points and now ranks 6th in the conference in total rebounding. The Camels will return home on Tuesday for their second of 4 straight Tuesday nights in the Creek. That matchup at 7 o'clock. You can watch the game live on the Big South Network. If we don't see you Saturday for the matchup against Winthrop, we will see you next week here from Gore Arena on This Week in Campbell Basketball.